Testing, testing, testing. It's afternoonish, and this is the Life and Times. Hello, world. Hello, world. I'm joined by my wonderful guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing wonderful. My name is Alicia. I go by Luxie, Alexia, Lux, everything luxury.
Everything luxurious. We are at Lux Lashes.
Lux
okay.
Lash.
Lux Lash. Go ahead and correct me, boss babe.
Lux Lash. Lux Lash.
I like it. Here at the Life and Times podcast, we do a mental health check. How are you feeling from a 1 to 10 today?
Today, I am feeling like a 9.
There we go.
Yesterday was not that, though.
Oh, hey, listen, man. What did the young lady Glorilla say? Tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't listen to Glorilla?
Nope.
She's fantastic. Check her out.
All
Tomorrow by Glorilla and Carter B.
All right.
That's where we get our ad money at. Sorry.
Well, you know what? I think I did hear that.
I was about to say, it's a big-ass record. Yeah. But me, over here, I'm feeling like an 8 out of 10. Everything's going well for me. Working hard. Dividends are being paid. We're grinding. We don't stop grinding. Today is my co-host's birthday. He's working right now, and I'm working right now. It's the Life and Times.
Let's get a high five for that, though.
Oh, of course. High fives just slapped in there. Bang. Let's get another one. Another one. Clapping. All right. Anyway, where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Shout out L.A.
L.A., baby.
I love everything in LA, man. I love the street vendors. I love the food. I love the people I'm meeting.
Love the girls, all the pretty girls with them lashes.
Yeah, I respect all the women. Yes. Want to get to know them all. Life and Times. What gave you the idea to start your business?
Really wasn't an idea. It was more of an experience, and I had already done everything in cosmetology. I'm a cosmetologist, so I'm a licensed cosmetologist in California.
Well versed.
Yes.
She has a lot of degrees.
Certified.
A lot of paperwork. We not rat. All right, cool. That's turned up. All right, listen. Back to it.
So
Life and Times.
Yes. It was more of a experience. So I had kind of done everything in cosmetology before I got into doing lashes. So I had done hair, I had done makeup, I had done nails, I had, done facials in a medical office. I had worked at every retail store that you could think of, every food, I just had a lot of different jobs before my business, and, done everything in the industry that I could before, I was like literally considering giving up, and my mom was like, just look for something else, just try one more. You can't give up that easy. And I was like, but I already did everything. And, I just happened to be on Craigslist. It was 2012, I think, or 2000. Yeah, sorry. It was 2014, I think.
Great
times.
And,
I had already had my daughter. She was about 8 months old at that time. Or really like 7 maybe. And then I got the job the next month. So, she was a motivation for me to,
I'm sure,
obviously try to create a better life for myself, but also just to not give up. So at that time I had always only had jobs, and I found this place that said no experience necessary, paid training, license required. I was like, check. Boom.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I was like, I'm up. And then, I told my mom about it. I was like, hey, I got a FaceTime interview for this lash place. And she was like, lashes? Oh, you need a lot of patience for that, Alicia. I don't think it's going to be good for you. And I was like,
your impersonation of your mom is spot on.
Yeah. I was like, okay, all right, Mom. Well, let's see what's up. I don't got patience. She's correct about that. I don't like anything left turns, fucking stop signs, none of that. I'm a go. So anyways, nailed the interview, got the job. Basically learned that specific business and how they ran it. And then when I decided that I was no longer willing to accept $9.25 or $10.25 or $20.25, okay, or even $50.55. I'm not.
Yeah. You want to be an owner.
I'm not taking any less than what I feel I'm worth. So
you want to set the prices.
Yes, my price, my policy, my
Life and Times.
Yes, Life and Times.
She said it, guys. Go ahead, clap that up.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna, basically always encourage ourselves to, take what we feel we're worth. And that's what I did. So once I left that corporate, working for the person, it was very scary. And that's kind of how it ended up flowing into me having a business. Because like once I got to the point where it was the last time, you know, two girls were arguing, a girl on the phone, another girl, I shook my finger at her like, don't do that, because, you know, when you get your lashes and your eyes are closed, so the customer is like, you know, wondering what's going on in the salon with their eyes closed, hearing this girl being mad on the phone. So I was not the manager. They were not trying to pay me the manager's money because I was already doing the manager's job without getting paid the manager.
They always try to do that.
Yeah. And then, you know, the owner called me after the girl, she didn't even call me. She texted me, please call me after your shift. So I thought she was going to ask about, you know, end of day sales or some shit that was relevant to me. But she's going to say, you know, Alicia, I'm very concerned and confused as to why you didn't take control of what happened in the lounge today. And I was like, I said, this is Alicia. I was like, she's like, I know who I'm speaking with. I was like, oh, well, I'm really concerned and confused as to why you're talking to me about it. I don't think I was the one on the phone yelling and screaming, was I? She's like, there's no reason to become so defensive. I said, well, I'm defensive. I'm defensive because you're talking to me about something that I had nothing to do with. I shook my finger at her. Last time you were down here, you told me not to worry about the other girls and that the manager's position was not available because I'm already doing it. So if you want to talk to something that's relevant to me, cool. Otherwise, I got to go. Click. Hung up on the owner of the fucking company.
I like that.
I knew I wasn't going back to the job.
Ownership.
I went to the Booker app, right? Which is what we had access to. I snapshotted every request I had ever since I fucking worked there. And I messaged every single one of those people and said,
clientele.
Hey, by the way, I'm no longer working for blank.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blank, blank, blank.
Blah, blah, blah.
But I'm going to be doing home calls for the same price.
Yes.
How about that?
I'm going to pull up on you.
I'm going to pull up on you, sis. You feel me?
Or bro. Whoever.
But
what are your greatest joys of owning a business? Like, I know the autonomy is amazing, right? You don't have to deal with anybody but yourself.
So actually, okay, so it's funny that you say you don't have to deal with anybody but yourself, because when I had a job, I always wished that the people that I was around wanted me to be around, but they just always hated me. So I guess
those guys.
Yeah, fuck them. So once I got to the point where I was by myself, I felt lonely. I was like, you know, because it's just me and my customer. It is a very intimate service, which it's not like I'm lonely in the sense of like I don't enjoy my customer, just lonely. Like I don't have like other coworkers.
Yeah, like the commentary.
Until I got until I hired people, then eventually it got less lonely. Boss, yeah.
Boss.
But initially, yes, I did house calls for a year. It was just me. So I guess what I liked most about it was that I could be available for my daughter whenever I want. I could wear whatever I want. I could say whatever I want, and I could make the rules however I wanted them, and I could earn whatever I want. And as much as I wanted to make is as hard as I'm willing to work. So whatever that looks like for you is how much you could get when you have a business.
Listen, that's the American dream.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you about that. You know, you're a local person right here in Westwood. Shout out Westwood.
West LA.
You know, I'm the wolf of Westwood anyway.
Okay. And I'm the motherfucking lion.
Okay. What are your influences in life? Like, you know, you have a great support system. You mention your mom a lot. Like, who really inspires you to go besides your daughter? Because I know we get up for that anyway.
So, obviously, like, yes.
Like celebrities,
no.
Local nail places that you went to when you were younger.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope. I'm sorry, you guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I looked up to this famous person. I can't say I looked up to one celebrity ever in my life.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would say Tracy Schwartz. I'm going to shout out to Tracy. I'm going to send her the podcast so she can listen to it.
Please.
But Tracy owns Overland Veterinary Clinic on Overland and Palms, or she used to own. She sold it. But she did build, for 30 plus years, she built an amazing veterinary business, and she's not a veterinarian. She's the wife to the veterinarian. And she has 2 kids that are test tube babies. That's what she likes to call them. Bless their souls. It's so great that she was able to have children because she's an amazing woman who continues to mother other women who are not her children, like me. And I'm sure many other girls that she helps along the way in her life.
Mentorship is key.
Mentorship, yes. So I've learned that obviously from Tracy. Let me shout out to a couple more of my customers, because I have to say the people that inspire me are my clientele, are people that are not where I'm at. People that are not where I'm at inspire me because they look up to me, which inspires me to inspire them. So I really pull a lot of my inspiration from internally through myself, through my own goals, and through the light that people see in me that sometimes I can't see in myself. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I got to go on the list. So Tracy Schwartz, we're going to say...
Shout out Tracy.
Why am I blanking? Christina
No
Bartosh.
pressure.
Love you, babe. We're going to say Jamie Chong. Love her 333.
Okay.
And we're going to say, hold on, Sarah Simmons. Love you. She's a Yelp elite.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm going to say another one. Hold on. Oh, God. Whoever I don't mention, I love you all.
Yeah, we all love you. Shout out the Life and Times crew.
There's one more, though. At least one more. Hold on.
No problem.
Kieran fucking Sunder. She owns Hollywood Wax Museum, you guys, and Guinness. So if you guys haven't been there, check it out. It's one of the dopest spots in LA. And not supposed to say something, but new things are coming.
On the way. Digital.
Oh, Jenna Andrews. Sorry, Jenna. Love Jenna is an angel and a blessing in my life. Jackie Ailman, who is also the building manager to where I rent my business. So those are actually, I would have to say, all of you guys, super grateful.
Yeah, I mean, just while we're here and we have the time, I want to shout out all my friends and family. My sister reposts everything. My friends from back in state repost everything. People that I met in LA repost everything. Like everything. Start the conversation at least. So if you're tapping in, never tap out. I appreciate that for real. Now, how was your first year of business?
So my first year of business was very interesting. Obviously, I didn't go to school to learn how to run a business. But I had ran many different businesses by that point. So once I learned the lash boutique vibe, I couldn't really give them that experience because I didn't have a location yet, and I did go to them. So, I basically lugged a big massage table. I wore a from Home Depot. It's like a miner's light. You put it over your head because I wasn't willing to try to set up a light every time and need an extension cord and all that. So I just where I was looking, it's going to have light. Okay. That's what I needed. And I brought a, rolling thing with all of my stuff, everything I need, alcohol, sanitation stuff, everything that I need. I just lugged it around and, I lugged it all around West LA, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, fucking, all the way down damn near to Mulholland. So wherever these, high-end hoes was living, it was where I was going.
High-end people. We respect everyone here.
Okay, well, let me, should we do that over?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, they my hoes to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. However you like to refer to them.
No, but for real, I love them, and they know that. They come to me because I'm funny and I'm a little bit crazy.
A little background story about me. I worked at a barbershop when I was a kid, so I actually have some little insights on the culture of a nail salon, barbershop, and stuff like that.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of kikiing and joshing and ribbing, but I know the love is real. Shout out Golden Comb back home in Philly. That's where I got one of my first jobs when I was a kid. So yeah, shout out that. Shout out the experience. Shout out the first year because we're in our second year over here in Life and Time. So
are you?
Oh yeah,
congratulations!
There's a lot of.
This is my 9th year.
Touche.
He's also much younger than me, you guys.
Keep on flexing. I am only 25. We'll be trying.
Okay, well I'm 33 and they think I'm 25.
You're doing well. I'll tell you that. What are some of the hassles you had to overcome when starting? You said you had to wear the miner's hat. You said you had to lug it around.
Okay.
Besides the physical, I know the mental and emotional, it was a battle.
Yes.
Because it's a battle.
So some of the, what's the word you use?
Hassles.
Some of the hassles that I had to deal with initially, besides just, traveling and making sure that I was making everybody on time with LA traffic, I would say was learning the customer base, learning what I should and shouldn't do in regards to the clientele, right? So number one thing, you guys, if you have a business, the policies have to stay the same for everybody, no matter what. Because if the, expectation isn't the same, it just gets slippery. It's a slippery slope. If you do one thing for the next person, you don't do it for the next. It's just
consistency is key.
Consistency is key. So, one person said, and
we can't have that. We gotta have it one way.
This
highway.
is it. And if that doesn't work for you, I hope that you find a place that works better for what you're looking for. Point blank period. Because at the end of the day, it is really your business. And if that person can't respect that, then you need to say, this is my business. I run it this way because, and honestly, I stopped giving becauses. I don't owe you an explanation.
Oh yeah, no,
that is the reason.
This is how it is.
This is it, and that's all. Does it work for you? Because if it doesn't, I could go.
Yeah, you know, you gotta set some lines because I deal with people. Oh yeah, boundaries for sure.
So that was the one of the hard things to do was learn how to create boundaries with people. And also, I would say the other hard part when you're in a very intimate service, like, you know, where they're laying down for 2 hours, an hour at a time, is not getting, obviously some people it's so supernatural and you're just automatically connected and you love that customer so much. But also sometimes there are people that try to take advantage of you and you don't really see it, or I don't see it because I'm super nice. So I had to kind of like learn to see those behaviors in people that were trying to take from me. Yes.
Yeah, you definitely have to filter when you're doing a public service because, you know, people are coming at you every day, all day. So, you know, you got to be prepared. It's wild, but it's necessary. I'm glad you have those filters, you know?
Yes.
Because it's needed. Now, how was working through COVID?
So this was a tricky question for me because by law, I was not working during COVID.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So it was very tricky.
Yeah, of course. It was tough times. I thought, you know, the beauty industry and everything like that. I thought I'd give you a quick question.
Well, so technically that year it was hard.
We're building character.
We're building character.
We're building character.
And then as soon the day we were open, it was, you know, still building character, rebuilding at that point. And, you know, I'm sorry, but anybody that comes here, I'm going to ask you for your first and last name, your email, your phone number, your ID, a picture of your Vax card, and a picture of your ID. If you're not vaccinated, you need to give me a COVID negative result the day of your appointment that can be emailed to me so I could put it into your file. If you can't complete all those tasks, you cannot come to Lux Slash. Point blank period.
I like that. That rhymed.
Yes. The reason why I do that is because this is the bare minimum that any lash location should be asking you. And if they're not asking you that, you should be concerned of going there because yes, it is COVID. It is a time where I should be concerned for not only myself, but my staff, my customers, because, you know, it's about sanitation. It's not just about giving them a good service. It's about giving them an experience and keeping them safe and making sure that you're doing everything in your power to go along with whatever's happening in the world. Like,
yeah,
that's it. Like,
I mean, COVID was a lot of cheeseburgers and Call of Duty. You know, I was still in State College. I literally came here, touched down, and I was by myself the first year, 2020. So, congrats. COVID was crazy. Like, we had to overcome and do a lot by ourselves, but that's the whole point. We really did.
I had to become a teacher.
Yeah.
I had to teach my daughter, like, literally how to read.
I had to let's get into that, like, child raising during COVID. How was that? Because I don't have any kids, and I know that's, like, a blessing.
Yes.
You know? And it's also a responsibility. So, like, taking care of that responsibility. Let's get into that.
So, yeah, I have a lot of responsibilities, but luckily during that time, like, I wasn't able to operate my business to the same extent. And that gave me a lot more availability to be able to be there for my daughter, which I had to do regardless because the schools were closed. And it was going to be basically, and I think that's what's hard. Imagine the parent that is a nurse or a doctor or somebody that has to go and has to be, you know, in front lines during the pandemic. Like, you know, they couldn't be there for their kids in whatever age they were. So my daughter was at a critical age of the basics of reading and math. So I said, you know, I need to make sure that no matter what, I help her learn and I help her understand. And it was hard, I think, emotionally for me because I had to see her miss her friends and I had to see her be sad that she can't go to, you know, Disneyland or we can't go to a park. We can't go to the beach. I have to tell her, I have to be afraid. Oh my God, don't touch that. Oh, don't touch that. Don't touch that. And I did that for, I have to say, you guys, it was about a year of me being fearful myself until I said, you know what? If I continue to be this way with my daughter, she's going to be like a germaphobe and oh my gosh, and don't touch and da-da. And I said, you know what? I know I was like that, baby, but you know, we can't live in fear. I said, no matter what, if you get it, you're blessed. God is going to bless you and you're going to make it through it no matter what. And that's the kind of mindset I really wanted her to have. I said, you need to be mindful. You need to wear your mask and you need to wash your hands. And if people are coming around you, you need to remember to say, hey, I'm going to put my mask on. If you don't mind putting your mask on, that'd be great. During that time, now, obviously, has the vaccine. And I did not feel like I wanted to give that to her or myself, but my family is family of medical professionals, and they looked at me crazy as hell.
Oh, I'm sure. So, I'm sure.
I do have it, and I do believe in science. So I'm going with that. I'm going with that. You know, am I a fucking scientist, my damn self? Hell no. But guess what? Did I ever get COVID? No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I never got COVID.
My daughter did get COVID with one vaccine. She only had one vaccine. The day that she tested positive for COVID, she was supposed to get her second vaccine. And if I swear to God, because she was so sick for a whole 2 days, dude, like 102.7 fever was not going down for 2 days, okay?
Sheesh.
I was scared for my daughter. And I truly believe if she didn't have at least one vaccine, she would have been way sicker. So that's my experience.
I mean,
I'm glad
personal
she's
accounts
good.
are like serious. I mean, COVID was crazy for any and every person on the planet. It was a crazy time in our life.
Yes.
In times.
Fuck COVID next.
Yeah. What's your biggest advice for young women/men in operating a business?
So my biggest advice for men and women in operating a business would have to be, I honestly, this is a hard one for me. I think this is the one that I left blank when I was writing them down. Biggest advice.
I need advice, bro. Tell me.
Okay,
Tell me
so,
what should I do. Tell me.
The best
Tell
thing,
me.
the best thing that you could do is, number one, find a mentor. Find somebody that has something that you don't have that you want, and pull from that person. Never take advice from somebody who doesn't have what you want. Number one. Always look for mentors that are above and beyond anything that you could even dream of getting to. And then the second thing is going to be, I would say, consistency. If you do not remain consistent, no matter what, you need to be willing to do anything and everything at any point in time, whether you're at dinner, at the table with your family, on Mass on Easter Sunday, Christmas on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. You need to do and be willing to sacrifice your time and your happiness for your business temporarily until you get to a point of feeling comfortable. And once you do feel comfortable, I never feel comfortable. I always feel like I want more. And now I do try to sit in getting to my points of where I wanted to get, which I've got there each time. But that's the thing about being an entrepreneur. Once you get there, then what? You know, are you happy? Because that just happened to me. I just opened a storefront. I spent $30,000. I had it built out.
Bag.
I had the employees.
Bag.
I did all that. And
Bag.
and actually, it was so crazy because before we even knew there was a fucking virus, a pandemic, I was like, what? I was like, I'm not happy. I spent all my money. I don't like this. This isn't what I thought. And I was.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, I was like, well, shit, I'm not a quitter. And I got 3 years more on my lease. So either way, I got to hash it out.
A bag.
And then, the universe was like, nope, boom, done.
Boom.
Done.
Yeah, the universe is crazy. Like a
the
lot of things
listens
happen,
to your soul.
Man. Yeah, it taps in. It taps in. I'll tell you this. So guys, I forgot my equipment. I had to get my friend to run it down to me, and now I'm running down the steps. I almost bust my ass.
Oh, these ones right here?
Yeah.
The short ones that go down to the main street from the top. Not these ones, right? The ones down there.
No, not the one on Main Street. Literally those ones.
These ones right here.
Those ones are right there outside the door.
I know, though. They're dangerous. Actually, you guys, I have on Amazon. They're coming hopefully by Tuesday. They're like little strips to like catch the slip. Yeah, so this building's from the 1930s.
I was just trying to get a case real quick.
1930s, okay? Well, you're going to get the case against the owner. Her name is Bliss.
Good business.
Good business.
Good business. Yeah. So I thank you for the advice. Seriously. It's needed, especially a person in your position who's been doing business for 9 years plus. And how did you build your clientele or building a clientele? How hard is that? And what is the intricacies? How much did you have to put into that? Like, how much time did it take?
Well, it takes your entire business time to build clientele because unless you are retaining all of your customers, there's a retention base of your customer, right? Because you could get new customers that never come back. You could get new customers that are yearly returning, and you could get new customers that are seasonal that just get the service when they want to get it, when during holidays. So it's not like consistent where some people come every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks, every 5, or every 6. So I have customers come between 2 to 6 weeks for full sets and fills. How did I build that? So I used to work at Saks Fifth Avenue. Shout out to Saks. Everybody likes Saks. But that would be the first retail job that taught me how to clientele. They have a whole days worth of training on clienteling alone. Clienteling, I don't know the exact definition, but I would define it as, following up with your, hello, my name is Lexi. Today I'm going to be doing your lashes. Here, fill out this form. This is what I need from you. All right. Would you like me to walk you through the process? Because my process is different, and if you're working somewhere, you got to tell them hey, this is where we started it. I could pull this for you. I could do this, whatever it is. Right. So I'm going to walk you through the process. do their service. At the end of the day, they pay you, they leave. All right, that's not it. You're not done with the customer yet. Okay. Let a day or two go by. Hey, Nathir, how was your facial? How's your beard doing?
It was fantastic.
I'm super happy that, you've supported my business.
Of course.
I can't wait for you to come back.
I will.
I'd love to offer you $10 off if you review our business on Yelp. If you review copy and paste the same review to Google, you get an additional $10 off, a total of $20 off your next service. So you're kind of giving them an incentive to come back. So you want to incentivize customers, whether it's through a dollar amount, through a hey, by the way, just because you could take a dollar amount off, that they don't even, it could be technically it could be more than what it is, and you're really not giving them anything off, but they don't know. No, but that is also something I learned from a mentor. So once again, there's many different ways to kind of get the customer to come back. But in order to build a customer, you have to have consistency, incentives, and make it an experience. You can't just be worried about taking their money.
Don't just be there trying to make some bread, bro.
It's never about the money. If you have a business and it's only about the money, you will not be successful.
You won't get far.
You might get far for a little while, but it's not long term.
It's not long term. It's short term.
Yeah, I'll share one thing and then you ask me the next question.
No, go ahead.
Basically, within what I admire the most about what I've done with my business is the clientele, because when the pandemic happened, legally I was not allowed to operate. So whoever wanted to continue coming, and then whoever could no longer afford it, say they got a pay cut, they weren't getting half the pay now, right? All right. They either said, here, you could keep my deposit. I'm so sorry this has happened to you. Some people that had it like that say they had extra. They weren't worried about it financially, right? Hey, you know what? I'd love to buy a package and support you during this time. I don't feel comfortable coming, but, I know you're good for it. So when, this all blows over, I could come back and I have X amount and it helps you out during right now. Then I also had customers that just continue to give me money, 500 here, 400 here, 1,000 here. They literally would send it on sale and say gift, boom. And what I had
shout out those customers.
Yes, shout out those customers.
Seriously.
One customer moved away and she's like, I could only give you $500. I'm so sorry, but this is all I could give you. I'm like, what? So sorry.
Hey, man.
Don't be sorry. I'm blessed. She moved away. She wasn't even getting the service.
Damn.
And and that's when I really
slashes.
Yeah, that's when I realized what I had created was truly priceless, and it was just a vibe of amazing, strong women that cared about me and cared about what I had created and saw the hard work that I put in every single day for many years, and then saw it being taken away from me because of something that was out of my control. So they did, as many of them did, try to support me as they could. Yeah.
Social media.
What about it?
You have a lot of followers.
Yes.
You post quite a lot. I'm sure you're getting the engagement. I'm sure you're getting the likes, the comments, and everything you need to promote yourself and your business. Definitely. So let's talk about social media promotion. I feel like you're a whiz.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, seriously.
So I actually have to shout out to Monet and Catherine Vale, who I met on social media, who presented the Monet opportunity to me, because before, prior to doing my online business, which is Monet, it's the vegan hair, skin, and wellness line that I sell, and I teach other girls either how to sell or I sell it to customers because I love the products and it's bomb. So you could either like it or you don't, you buy it or you don't. Either way, I don't care, because somebody's going to like it and buy it, or it's going to be an opportunity for somebody else to make money from it. So
it's a free market.
It's basically a network marketing company. A lot of people call it a pyramid scheme. I personally think that corporate America is the true pyramid scheme, because those CEOs stay at the top no matter what until the day they die. And Monet, okay, the person at the top, she could fall off and the next person go be multiple hundreds and thousands of people could be at top if they worked as hard as the people that make it to the top. If you don't work that hard, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get to the top. If you do put in the work, you're going to get to the top. You could put in the work every single day at Amazon and never get to the top. So
yeah,
ultimately it's the work that you put in. But I would say
and the work that you're doing as well.
Well, and what you're do you believe in what you're selling?
Yeah,
all of
what
that.
are you trying to do? What are you trying to succeed in?
As for social media, Kathy basically presented the opportunity to me. She said it's called social selling. She's like, when you post your Starbucks, you're giving Starbucks free marketing. And I'm like, I guess I never really thought about that.
Yeah, I got serious with the marketing.
So yeah, hey, you know what, you guys? I use this skin oil, I use this shampoo, and actually, I did it. Okay, so I learned this too through them.
I'm also dropping a skin routine.
I learned through Monet. They have team calls. So not only was I learning a new business, but they were hundreds of other girls on the calls, sometimes not that many, 15 to hundreds, right? And depending on what the call was, there's social media training, there is like a self-development work. There's a lot of things that you have to do in order to run any business, whether it's online or in person, or you're just sending something to somebody. But basically, those trainings really help me see how important social media is to our society today if you have a business, especially depending, not for every business, but specifically for lashes or beauty or music or whatever it is. People want a place to be able to go and look at it and find whatever else it is that you offer on that platform. So once I kind of understood how important it was and how I can monetize my social media and make money I never made money from my social media until the pandemic. So once I, started working with, a couple of these other celebrities that kind of like really helped my page boom, and I really started getting more numbers and more, engagement, and actually posting about Monet and like people seeing me. If you're not showing them, that's why I say I display myself authentically on social media. Initially, when I first was learning it, I didn't. I was like trying to like, look at this money, look at this, look at this. But that only is going to work for so long, right? Because it's not real. So you have to be real. So do you think it's called a reel for no reason? Like, no, it's called real.
Now we're really digging in.
They want to be real.
Now we're digging in.
So if you guys look at my last couple of reels on Lux/Inc. LA, you will see me crying. You'll see me happy. You'll see me sexy. You'll see me displaying my art.
The human emotion,
Yeah, and like at the end of the day, nobody's happy all the time, and nobody's sad all the time. And if you are, UCLA is right down the street. There's a lot of medications you can take. I have suffered at one point in time from clinical depression, which I no longer do, and I don't take medication anymore. But there's a lot of things in your life that you have to do in order to overcome those things in life. So, do not let social media run you. You run the social media, because social media and these algorithms will make you depressed. It is a scientific fact. If you sit on social media and you scroll and you're looking at everything that you don't have, how do you expect to feel good?
Yeah.
Look, one of my mentors always said, comparison is the thief of all joy. Social media is a way to compare. Social media is a way to see things that you don't have, right? Okay, well, guess what? When I see what I don't have, okay, how can I get that? There's always a solution.
It can drive you.
Switching your mindset on like, hey, let me hit up this person. Hey, girl, I love the way you're working your business. Do you have any tips for me? Boom. Like you don't need to want or desire anything from anybody. You could pull whatever you want from within and from whoever you find around you, like I said, that has more than you have and has more experience. And then just building on that again and again through millions of different people.
Yeah, social media is a tool, just like money is a tool. As long as
it's a product, like a way to make.
Yeah, money. It's a product and it's a way to make money. But like, as long as you detach that, because I feel like
from yourself.
From yourself. Yeah. That's the hardest thing for me, especially when I was younger. But now,
now it's like you totally see it for what it is.
I see what it is. I'm like, okay, this is a business.
Yeah, it's a business, and if you look at it for anything else, if you're on there and you're trolling somebody and you're
you're just weird. You're just weird.
Like you're just weird. But if you like, I'm sorry, but Meta is like cha-ching.
Oh yeah,
cha-ching.
Yeah,
hey Meta,
bag. That's a bag.
Hey Meta, I met you over there.
We're trying to do some meta. We're trying to do some meta pods. Networking.
Okay, so I am a member of the Westwood Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, shit.
So I do believe in networking. Now, you guys, when I say it does sound fancy, right? West LA Chamber of Commerce. Ooh, Lexi. Okay, well, guess what? I was the youngest one there. And they all looked at me like, there's a younger West LA Chamber of Commerce for the younger entrepreneurs.
I'm trying to pop in.
Okay, well, I went there and they weren't that much younger. And I'm like, no, shit, I'm going to the older one. Like, I'm trying to learn from y'all. I don't want people my age. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get to that next level. Like, I'm already at that level. I'm trying to get to the next level. So, I was like, no, I really like this. And, a lot of people were like, and this is like very West LA, right? So very bougie, very professional. I am very professional. Hello, thank you for calling Lux Slash. This is Lexi. How can I help you? Okay. But guess what? It's not a hip beauty kind of networking group. So I was probably...
You also got to diversify your like the group of people you talk to. You can't just sit around and talk to the same people.
No. I mean, as for the networking group, that's just one way to network. I network through social media. I network by consistently telling people about my business, no matter what. Like when I met you, I was like, hey, like you're asking me like, oh, I haven't seen her around. I'm like, oh yeah, I own a business. That's the first thing I'm going to say. It's coming out of my mouth. Hello, my name's Lisa. Oh, what do you do? I do lash extension. I specialize in Russian volume. You have to have a spiel.
Yeah, I definitely got a spiel.
Can you see what's your spiel?
Oh, it's late in LA. And this is the Life and Times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
But
like when I meet people, initially, hey, how you doing? They be like, oh, hey, da da da. I'm like, I got a podcast. We drop every week. Da da da. We
would you like to participate? Exactly.
Would you want to be on there? And that's how I got you. So I appreciate that opportunity. Seriously, sincerely.
Yes, definitely.
Sincere handshake right there. Y'all didn't see that one, but yeah.
Yeah, spiel is super important. So a spiel is basically a minute, under a minute. It should be no more than a minute of
race, baby.
What you do and why they should come to you.
Zatarang.
Okay. Hey, my name's Alicia, and I specialize in a technique called Russian volume. Basically, what that means is that we customize each fan to match the natural lash of the customer, which means that the set could be as natural as dramatic as the customer likes. It's the healthiest option for your lashes long term, and it looks and feels amazing. Boom.
Bang.
That's it.
I like that. Any last statements? Like anybody, you want to shout your business, you want to shout friends, you want to shout family, you want to shout Life on Times.
Okay.
So anything.
First, I'm going to shout out Life and Times because that's why I'm here, and I obviously met you at the gig. Like last year, kind of.
Yeah, it was like
sometime when I first decided to because I had the storefront, like I said, and I closed it. And I was only closed.
Oh, yeah.
I was only closed. I met you when I had the storefront.
Yeah.
And I had to close it because I needed to make the decision to either continue paying $5,000 a month and not be operating out of it, or be a teacher to my daughter. So it wasn't a hard decision.
Wasn't a toughie.
But, about 5 months later, I had the opportunity to take back my old space, which is this space. And I didn't know if I wanted to, but I did. And basically... that I met you and now we're here. So shout out to Life and Times. I do want to shout out to my parents, Gloria and Robert. You guys, I love you so much. And although they may have not believed in me initially, they believe in me now.
That's how it always goes, man.
They definitely, and you guys, that's one of the things I'm going to say. They are not going to believe in you until you make it. They are not going to support you until they could benefit from it.
Yep.
They are not going to, put money in your pocket until you're buying them lunch. Okay.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, if I would have listened to every friend when I told them I'm going to start my business, that's like, really, that'll just ruin your lashes.
That's risky.
And you know what? Do you fuck what they say? Do your shit. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Right? Okay. So at the end of the day, it's what you want. It's what you believe in. Ooh, I got the chills. Look.
Yeah, look at that.
Full body chills though right now.
That was the Life and Times.
Because Nipsey was a Leo, so he felt that right now. He touched me. He's like, hey.
He's getting spiritual. Yeah. We got crystals in here, bro. We in here.
No, we really do. I'm a whole ass bruja. Like, okay.
I took a picture of it. Don't worry. It'll be in the reel.
I do moon magic, you guys. And that's another thing.
Lunar.
You need to really look inside. Yes, there's a lot of religions, and I respect every religion and every belief. I'm very spiritual. Religion. I was raised Catholic. I pray to Jesus. I do Nichiren Buddhism. I practice, natural earthly magic. And I just truly believe in pulling the energy that you need from within your soul, your body, your energy. Scientific fact, energy can never be destroyed. So although this is our physical body and this is where we're currently housed, after we leave here, it is going to be an amazing experience. And if you guys live try to really complete these life hardships, which are going to be hard. You're going to be suffering. You're going to be hurting. You're going to be sad. You're going to feel broken. But if you continue to push forward and believe in whatever that dream is, whatever that purpose is, I promise you, it is the most beautiful experience. And at the same time, as beautiful as it is, it hurts because you made it there.
Life and Times. Shout out to anybody tapping in. Never tap out. Thank you. Thank everybody. Thank our guests. Thank everybody that's tapping in seriously, sincerely. Have a good one. Oh, happy birthday, Aaron. My favorite nerd.